it? Why the hell it get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this soft? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski. So stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse. And the feds won't know where I drop you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an early morning edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host and owner of this channel. It's your boy, Big Major. If you're new to this channel, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. You know how he does this. I'm going on super duper early because I am on the road right now. I had a little bit of time to stop over and do my show. I was going to do it this afternoon about 12:30, but I said, fuck it. Why not go early? Now, I know a lot of people are not up, but I am up out here protecting the streets like I do. This is what I does. Watching out for the interest of other people. This is how I get my green. You know what I'm talking about? So I decided, why not? Go on. I'm only going to be on here for about 25 minutes tops. So, but pretty much the title of this show is the versatile center, Henri Veesaar. He basically could he be the answer to the Lakers, to our center woes? Because we know that after looking at DeAndre Ayton this year, he wasn't all that we expected him or wanted him to be. But then some of us kind of knew that he wouldn't be. He was pretty much not big of a factor in the playoffs. He couldn't do anything really against Chet Holmgren early on, and it just, it just didn't work out. Of course, in the Houston series, he cooked a couple games, but we need consistency all the time. We need somebody that plays with heart. We need somebody that can hold on to the goddamn ball. I don't know. I know there are centers in the NBA that's ready to ball right now, or whatever the case may be, but I don't know which center fits our schemes. I've heard about Jalen Duren, guys like that. We've been looking into Walker Kessler, for a while now. We want Vucevic. We're looking at Vucevic, whatever the case may be. I would love to have Vucevic come in. I don't think that that's going to happen. So right now, our best bet is to go for a draft pick. Now, y'all know I don't care much about which draft order we go in, first round, second round, whatever the case may be. But this Henri Veesaar guy, been watching him, not just looking at his highlight, but checking the scouting report. And I want to introduce him to y'all, introduce y'all to him, I should say, for those of y'all that don't know. And then feel free to go give your own assessment of Henri Veesaar and his game and see if you like it. But because I'm looking at him for the Lakers and looking at somebody who can come in and be impactful right away, like Wemby was for his team or Chet Holmgren was for his team when he came in, this dude looked like he has all the tools we need, especially if we're going to go, focus center mostly on Luka and, on our team, whatever the case may be. But so this guy, Henri Veesaar, played for the University of North Carolina after being transferred from Arizona. This guy is 7 feet at the time of this video. Of course, he, comes in 6'11" barefoot. He's 227 pounds. But if they say he's 227, he's probably about more like 232, 230. They'll take 5 pounds or whatever. So I'm going to say he's 230 plus. I'm going to say he's 7 foot or better. But he's 6'11" barefoot. He has a 7'2" wingspan. Not bad. He has a 7'2". Yeah, 7'2" wingspan, and he has a 9'3" standing reach. So that already looks good. Okay, his athleticism. He's nimble. He's fluid. He possesses excellent end-to-end speed and high-end footwork for a player of his size. Once again, you're thinking Wemby. Wemby comes in with his, somebody his size. He can move his feet. The difference between him and Wemby is he can shoot the ball. Wemby can shoot the ball, but this guy is a 42% 3-point shooter. He's a 40, a near 40, or just about a 40% 3-point shooter for his career in college. Now, before people say, "Oh, well, that's just college," can it transfer to the NBA? We don't know that yet, but I'm not gonna downplay the fact that he played in college and we don't know what he's gonna look like on the NBA floor because we've seen great college players come out balling, coming out of college when they're balling and in college, and then when they come to the NBA, they're nothing. And we've seen vice versa. You know what I'm talking about? So just looking at it from that standpoint, it looks like he's comfortable. A lot of those, college prospects or whatever coming up back in the day, they look uncomfortable, coming into the NBA, whatever the case may be. For this kid, I don't think that that's going to be an issue. He looks very comfortable out there on the floor. I think his productivity is going to be, dependent upon his minutes, how they're able to play him. We get this guy, in other words, JJ Redick is going to have to play this guy. I'm talking about immediately. Fuck sending him to the G League to develop. No. He's a plug and play guy that can play right now. Okay, let's go over a couple of his strengths. Okay, a few of his strengths is he can space the floor. Now, we know he can space the floor because he's a highly capable shooter. You know what I'm saying? It says here he shoots around 43% from the field goal range. You know what I'm saying? It's his senior year, of course. And he's a lethal pick and pop and top of the key threat. Wow. So that means other centers he's gonna drag other centers out there to the perimeter and most likely cook them. Now, we're gonna get into his weaknesses in a minute. That's good that he's, that type of center where he can shoot the three, he can bring you out on the perimeter, whatever the case may be, and embarrass you out there. But that's good. But his weaknesses, that's gonna have to be enough to cover up for his weaknesses now until he get more to his NBA body. Okay. Connective playmaking. That's another strength of his. Features a strong basketball IQ and passing vision, as I saw in his highlights and some of his games or whatever. His passing is crazy. A center that can pass like that, you kind of want to. It kind of puts you in a mind frame of Jokic when it comes to the passing. But I'm going to say he's like a Zubac 2.0. If he translates to Zubac's top style of game, then he would definitely fit us. Especially with today's basketball style that's been played out there on the floor now. He comfortably runs the floor. He executes dribble handoffs, DHOs, and hits cutters with precision. Now, this is his scouting report, y'all. Okay. Defensive mobility and timing. Okay. He uses his 7'2" wingspan as a disruptive weak side rim protector. And is comfortable operating in drop coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, these are things that we need. Thus far, this sounds very, very good. It sounds very promising for what we need at the center position when it comes to the Lakers. Okay, here goes the weaknesses and concerns. You heard the good stuff. Now let's get to the weaknesses and the concerns. Let's get to the rind of the bread, so to speak. We didn't got the bread and meat and potatoes. Now let's go ahead and get to the weaknesses that he have. Henri Veesaar, weaknesses and concerns. He lacks elite physicality. Of course he does, because he's only 230, but he's 7 feet. So he's still got to grow into his NBA body. And the good thing about that is if he comes to Los Angeles, they're going to get him right. They're going to get him into that body. I'm hoping they kind of do something like how, like a Giannis turned out where, Giannis came in very, very limber, skinny, and then he was able to pop some muscle on. If we can get Henri Veesaar to a nice 245, 255-ish frame, and he's able to maintain his skills, oh, man, we'll be dangerous, and we'll have a center for years to come. Couldn't get Walker Kessler. We couldn't keep Zubac. Here you go. This guy is, that road in the one and some, I'm talking about. So, but his physicality is going to come as he gets bigger, he gets stronger, and as he gets older in the league. I mean, look at Wemby. Wemby was getting bullied when he first came out. Now Wemby is coming into his own. So I'm hoping that Henri Veesaar can have the same approach. Okay. Okay. Rebound consistency. Oh wait, no, wait. Let me go back. Let me go back. Lacks elite physicality. Can get displaced in the paint by stronger, bulkier front court players. Um. Yeah. So, but see, this is where his strength come in. At he can use his weakness as a strength. See, he can't body with heavier centers or whatever the case may be. But you know what he could do? He could drag their ass out to the perimeter where they may be too slow footed to catch up with him. He can catch and shoot. He's got a nice release, and he's a confident shooter. You could tell by the way he sets his feet, and he doesn't have to jump, and he shoots that ball with confidence, and it goes in 43% of the time according to his senior year stats. So that's that. He relies more on finesse and footwork than sheer power when finishing. That's right. That's a smart player. He know he doesn't have the body for the rough and tumble, but he could definitely develop as he goes on. All right. Rebound consistency. Despite his height, his rebounding urgency fluctuates, occasionally leading to lackluster contested boards. Okay. We can work on that. Once again, he's a young guy. We can work on that. He's a plug and play center that I believe can play right and come in and impact the Lakers right away. Defensive discipline can get caught out of position or jump too early on shot fakes, leading to foul trouble. Okay, once again, he comes to the NBA. He's going to learn that. If somebody can sit with him, work with him. I'm putting him around some elite big men. I'm putting him around people that can teach him proper footwork and proper, being disciplined when it comes to those jumps, so he's not jumping on the fakes all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Um, so I'm definitely his strengths definitely outweigh his weaknesses. Before I continue, let me go ahead and give a shout out to those who have showed up. Man, I can't believe it. It must be Christmas. I thought I was gonna be on here by myself, but I got my family up here, my nephews. I got my nephew Lewis. Please go give a shout out to Lewis and go join his channel, Lakers for Life 50. Lewis, he says, "What's good, Big Gun? Get those likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, tell a friend or family member about the goddamn channel and go ahead and go do it now." A shout out to my damn nephew Lewis, the sniper of the motherfucking channel. Do what he told you to do. I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my damn nephew and Joe, one of my favorite people. I'm telling you, this kid gives a take. It inspires me. His takes inspire me to do a whole goddamn show sometime, but I know I don't always have the time to do that. But shout out to Joe. Anytime I get to hear a take from Joe, it's always a pleasure and honor for me to hear that because the kid does know what he's talking about. Shout out to my damn and nephew Joe. He said, "Salute, Def had to come and tune in for these bigs." Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh yes, hopefully Terrence Reed is one. Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely wanted to include Terrence Reed in that, nephew. If you have any information on him or any if you done a deep dive on him and more than what I know at the time. I don't have my notes in front of me because I'm out here on the road. I'm just pulled over so I could kind of go live right quick. If you had that, bro, I'll drop that link and you could come up here, man, and you can spit with me. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's a couple guys that I'm looking at. Another dude, Ade Mara, another guy, Ade Mara. He's another center, 7'3", 7'7" wingspan, like a 9'6", 9'7" standing reach. We need guys like that to combat with Wemby. Wemby is going to be a problem for several teams if we or other teams don't go looking for a center that can slow him down. See, we don't have AD anymore. AD did give him a problem because of his physicality against Wemby. Giannis do give him a problem because of his physicality. A healthy Embiid would give him a problem because of Embiid's physicality. We need a center. If they're not going to be more physical than him, they got to be able to do something better than him. Be it shoot the ball better, pass the ball better. Wemby can do these things. He can shoot from the mid range. He can get down there and score. Once he get down there within that dotted line, he's going up on you. And for the most part, centers haven't been able to body with him like that. You know what I'm saying? Chet Holmgren, he makes him look like he cooked a brisket. You know what I'm talking about? But we need a center despite his size or whatever the case may be. We need a center that's going to get down there and body with Wemby, and that's going to say, you know what, you 7'4", 7'5", nigga, I'm 7'2", 7'3", but I'm there with you. I'm there with you. He can't do good against me, just like Jokic. Remember, we had the problem with Jokic. What was Jokic's problem? A 6'10 and a half, 6'11 Dwight Howard stopped Jokic. You know why? Not because he was better than Jokic, but because he was more physical than Jokic was. He said, nah, nigga, fuck you. You might be able to shoot and might be able to pass, whatever the case may be, but I'm not going to let you be a real center down here in the low post. You better pass that motherfucker out to Murray, MPJ, or whatever the case may be. We get a center that's that can at least go toe to toe with Wemby, that can get with Wemby, that can, that's not afraid of his, shot blocking abilities or whatever the case may be, while also honing in your own shot blocking abilities. We can do something, and I think Henri Veesaar is one of those guys that could do it. I definitely want us to talk about Terrence Reed too. He's another guy, and then also Ade Mera. Ade Mera is another guy. A-D-A-Y, a Dave Mirror. Okay? Now, the draft outlook on Henri Veesaar. Henri Veesaar's profile is highly valuable, long-term rotational big man who fits perfectly into modern motion-based and four-out systems. Okay? We need this. We need a center like this. And if his college play can, translate into today's game, then we're on to something. He is consistently viewed by scouts as a late first round to early second round selection who brings high basketball IQ and shooting gravity to the floor. Nigga, we get this dude, we come in, he gets this guy, we can get him some physicality to the game, and he keeps his 42, 43% three-point shot generated from college onto the NBA floor. Dangerous. Automatically dangerous. You know what I'm talking about? Please go look up Henri Veesaar highlights and check out his games from this year in particular. Now, right now, I'm going to read off a game log to y'all just to show y'all what this kid can do and what he has done, just so you know it's not a one-off or whatever the case may be. Okay? We're going to go all the way back to November the 3rd of last year, right? November 3rd of last year. Okay? So he's played 5, 10. Hold on, y'all. Hey, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Back since I'm on the road, I'm on my phone. I'm using two phones. Well, my work phone and then my business phone and then my personal phone. But I'm back. Forgot where the hell I fucking hate being interrupted. I swear. But yeah. So basically, uh, Henri Veesaar, he's the guy that we're mainly looking at, that I'm mainly looking at. But let me go ahead and give you a breakdown of his game log over the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 games. He played 31 games this season. And let me go ahead and I'm going to give you his points, right? First, I'm going to go ahead and give you his points, okay? He hasn't, oh, and by the way, he only had one single digit game in the 31 games that he played. One single digit game in the 31 games that he played. And in that single digit game, he got 29 minutes, but he didn't shoot the ball that much. Okay? So let's go over his points. So he got 14 points. He got 14 points in 25 minutes. November 3rd, November 7th, he got 20 points. Next game, 18. Next game, 12. Next game, 10. Next game, 24. Next game, 13. Next game, 17, 18, 14, 26, 17, 16, 12, 14, 25, 26, 14, 15, 7 points. The only single game he had in 31 games. 20, 17, 13, 11, 19, 12, 13, 11. And his last game, well, his next to last game was 28. And then his very last game of this season was 26 points. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the spread that he got in that game. There was a game, it was a loss against VCU, 82-78. He pulled in 42 minutes. He shot 9 of 8 from the field goal. That's 50%. He shot 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. That's 50%. 5 of 9 from the free throw. 5 of 9 from the free throw. He got 10 rebounds, 4 assists. He didn't get a block. He got 1 steal. He got 3 turnovers. He got 26 points. Okay? All right. So for the season, Henri Veesaar, for his last senior, his senior season. Well, he was a junior this time. Okay, going into the senior season, he averaged 17 points. That's a plus 150 in college. let's just say 9 rebounds, 47th in rebounds. A plus 150 in assists, 2.1 assists. He shot 61% from the field goal. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude is dangerous. And if his game can translate to an NBA court, we are looking at some serious, the NBA is looking at some serious competition when it comes to this guy. So just want to let y'all know that. So Henri Veesaar is, he's on. He's on it, And that's the guy that I'm highlighting the most because that's the dude that I would like to see the most in the Laker uniform. Now, of course, if there's other guys that you guys might see out there, other centers or whatever the case may be, that you might see, you can feel free to bring them up down in the chat. You can feel free. I know it's early in the morning. It's coming up on 3 o'clock out here. But I know most of the people that are on my channel are out-of-state people. But if you just so happen to be up, and you want to come up here, you want to talk a little basketball, you want to talk about what centers that you saw that stand out to you, please feel free to come on up. I just dropped the link. The link is now in the chat. Please feel free to come on up and let's talk about it. If you have any more information on Henri Veesaar, if you have another center out there that you might want to look for, that you think we should keep an eye on, for our team, please go ahead and hit that link. Come on up. Give me your spiel. But this is the guy that I'm looking at the most. I like his last game. He shot 50% from the field, 50% from the 3. He gave you 26 points, gave you 10 rebounds. So he pretty much hit you with a double-double. for his last game of the year. Of course, it was in a losing effort, but he did what he needed to do. So, from my standpoint, if you give this man the proper minutes, if you play him like he's supposed to play a center, if you give him the proper minutes, he can easily be a 20 plus per game scorer and 10 plus per game rebounder guy. Let's say you give him, I don't know, he's a starting center. Let's say he gets 30 minutes, 31 minutes or so, 32 minutes or whatever the case may be. Whatever we gave Aiden, I think he can do better than Aiden when it comes to points. He can do better than Aiden when it comes to rebounds. He can do better than Aiden when it comes to blocks. He averaged 1.2 blocks per game last year. So he is a weak side rim protector. Protector. He can send the nigga shit to the shadow realm or whatever the case may be. But you just got to play him those minutes. And if I'm JJ, and we get a center like that can shoot, he automatically becomes a tall Rui. He can shoot the ball the likes of Rui and Kennard. Now just imagine, we bring Rui back. Now you got a three-point shooter in Rui. You bring Kennard back. You got a three-point shooter in Kennard. And then you bring this guy in, three-point shooter in him. And, oh, Lord, don't go get Vucevic and bring Vucevic off the bench. And go another floor spacing big right there. Ladies and gentlemen, the possibilities are endless. Shout out to my damn nephew and the other sniper of the channel, H motherfucking Davis. Please go subscribe to H Davis's channel, H Davis 2. That's H Davis 2. Go ahead and go over there and subscribe right the hell nah. Because if you don't, you know what I'm talking about, I got addresses on all you motherfuckers. So please go over there and give my nephew a like, share, subscribe to the damn channel, man. Shout out to everybody that showed up to Major Level Entertainment. I really do appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, no matter what time of the morning it is. Right now it's 3 o'clock in California, so I know it's like 5 or 6 in other places. So thank y'all for rocking with your boy on this early morning while I'm out here on the road. Okay? I know it's weird. I know niggas was like, damn, what's the Major doing all so early? Yeah, it's because I'm out here on the road, man, and didn't want to have to go through waiting to bring y'all some content at this afternoon. So I said, let me go ahead and go online now. I got enough information. I got my phone. It shouldn't be any interruptions or whatever the case may be, but I just got an interruption. But I was able to go online for y'all and give y'all some type of content. So shout out to my guys for showing up, those that have showed up. While I'm online, let me address a few things. The finals, you got the New York Knicks that's going to be facing off against the San Antonio Spurs. Let me let y'all in on something that y'all might have forgot about. You know, the last time the Spurs and the Knicks went to the finals, do you know what happened after that? Now, of course, the Spurs came out. The Spurs won the championship. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened after the last time the Knicks and the Spurs went to the finals? The Lakers three-peated. Let me say that shit again. The very last time, the Spurs and the Knicks went to the finals, the Spurs won it all. The Lakers came and three-peated. Ladies and gentlemen, now, I'm a firm believer that history sometimes repeats itself. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but I'm just saying, be mindful of that. Yes, that's right, nephew. Happened in 1999. That was a lockout year. But when that happened, the Lakers three-peated. Kobe and Shaq, them niggas three-peated. Now, that's not going to happen for us. We're not going to even win one if we keep Austin Reeves on the fucking team, or if we don't get pieces around those guys that's true defenders that can shoot that ball at a high consistency and things of that nature, and a center that's competent enough to know when to catch and how to catch the motherfucking ball. And JJ has got to know when to switch out his rotations. He can't be waiting to see, okay, you fucked up enough. Okay, but it's too late. We're already down by 18. No. We got to make the switch when we can make those switches. But so the Knicks and the Spurs are going to the finals. Let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell y'all how little I care about the fucking finals. I don't care about shit if my team ain't in it. I really, really don't. Because we're going to have to hear obnoxious fans, motherfuckers coming out the woodworks, talking about the Spurs, or motherfuckers coming out the woodworks talking about the Knicks. And I personally don't give a fuck about neither one of them. I don't. Now, I know I'm going to sound salty and bitter. I don't give a fuck. Let me sound salty and bitter, goddammit. But if my team ain't in it, I don't give a fuck about nobody else's team. I don't care about the finals. I will not be watching the finals. I'm not coming up on nobody's channel to talk about the finals. I don't want to listen to somebody talking about the finals. I don't. Now, that doesn't mean that my family members can't talk about the finals, but I won't be talking about the finals. I give nary a fuck about the finals. I don't give a fuck who's in it. Now, I know we got a lot of, of our fans or whatever that, kind of cheer for the Spurs because, Spurs beat OKC or whatever. I'm not one of those fans. No, nigga, fuck both of them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not a proximity guy. I know my team is out, my team's out. Nigga, fuck the rest of the league. That's just how I feel. Nobody got to feel like that about me. But this is why I got the moniker of Die Hard, nigga, because I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's the Lakers or nothing. Nigga, I'm not fucking rooting for no team that ain't my team. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck if it's my wife's team. I just won't watch. I ain't gonna talk down on the team. I just won't watch. And I won't be watching that shit. Nigga, I'm focusing on baseball, hockey, and I'm focusing on what the New York Giants is gonna do in football. What kind of moves we're gonna make in football, and then I'm focusing on what the fuck we gonna do in the draft, what the hell LeBron's decision is gonna be, and what the hell we're gonna do with this bum ass cheek Reeves. That's all I give a fuck about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm keeping a band 1,000 with y'all. Now nobody else has to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I stand on the hill by myself sometimes. And I'm cool with that. I've always done that shit. I go against the grain, nigga. Fuck the Spurs, fuck the Knicks. If you ain't the Lakers, nigga, I gives nary a fuck about the finals. I don't even want to talk about the finals. If I hear a nigga talking about the finals, I'm closing my goddamn ears, put my headphones on. I'm serious. It's the Lakers or nothing. Because we got to get serious. Like us as a team, we need to be fixed. Now, luckily, we don't need a lot of tweaking. We just need a few tweaks. We needed a center. We got a center. He was viable, but not viable enough. He was viable enough to help us get 53 wins and help us get to the second round or whatever the case may be, which he didn't really contribute. But having him was better than not having him last year. I say we bolster that this time, get an even better center, get some even better wings, bring LeBron back, lower contract, whatever the case may be, use the rest of the money, get somebody else to come in, whether it be another star or whether it be some pieces, some key pieces. Get rid of Austin Reeves. Cut that disease-ridden wart off the ass of the Lakers. He's been holding us the fuck down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to move on and get what we need to get in order for us to move forward in the league, or else the league is going to go around us and we're going to sit in developmental hell for the next several years. And we do not rebuild. I don't have time for us to rebuild. I don't want us to rebuild. When we going to win, we need to win now. The Lakers organization is a win now organization, not win now this year, win now this year, and they develop the other year. No. Every single year, we should be competing. Every single year, we should be in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs, not the first round exit, not even the second round exit. Every year, we should be contending for the Western Conference Championship banner. We should be contending to head to the finals. That's the standard that I put on my team. You know how we does this. A shout out to Mission 9172. I appreciate you for showing up on this early 3 o'clock day. 3 o'clock morning, I should say. 3 o'clock out here in Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? Where your boy is now. Well, I'm not in Los Angeles, but I'm in Hollywood now. But you know what I mean. Right here on the West Coast is now 3 o'clock, 3:03 to be exact. Shout out to those that showed up. So yeah, I don't give a fuck about the finals. So this is probably the only time I'm going to talk about it. I don't care about the finals. Don't mention the finals to me. I don't want to hear it. Mention the finals to me, I'm going to fucking walk away. I'm put my headphones on. I don't mean to be rude, but I told you, I don't want to listen to those motherfuckers. I don't care about who wins. I don't care. I don't. Only people that care about the finals is motherfuckers that live in San Antonio, Texas, and motherfuckers that live in New York. I already got a bunch of my cousins that's gonna be hitting me up. Yeah, nigga, you on? Yeah, see what I'm saying, B? That's what it is, yo. Told you, yo. We taking it. We taking the gold, son. I gotta hear that shit, nigga. Fuck that shit. Okay, you in Seattle, so we on the same time. You know how we does this. Shout out to my guy from Seattle. Shout out to Seattle. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. So yeah, fuck the finals. Don't give a fuck about the finals. That's all I'm saying about that. Um, Shout out to my little brother's channel, DJ's channel, Lakers in 5, man. I know we're gonna have a lot to talk about in the coming days, weeks, months, leading up to the regular season, man. We have to get to work. We have to get to work. So that's another reason I'm not focused on the finals. I'm focusing on what the Lakers should be and need to be doing. And we need to address our wings. We need to address our centers. We need to address the defense, the perimeter defense, which is what killed us. Even teams that wasn't that stellar of three-point shooting teams, they was kicking our ass because we was leaving motherfuckers wide open. Our center couldn't hold the ball, couldn't catch the ball to save his fucking life. You know what I'm talking about? If I had to throw a soft beach ball to this nigga to save my life, I'd be dead. A beach ball. A beach ball that my 4-month-old son could catch on accident. I'm throwing it directly to him. Okay, stand there, motherfucker. I'm about to throw this beach ball to you. It's soft. I let some of the air out so you can for maximum catchability. All right, motherfucker, hold your hands out. You ready, motherfucker? Yeah, I'm ready. And I throw him, and now I'm 2 feet away from him, and I toss him the ball, and he fumbled that motherfucker. And not only does he fumble it and drop in front of him, he fumbled the motherfucker, start bouncing around, bouncing all over his head. And next thing you know, he done knocked the motherfucker out in the street. How the fuck can you fumble a beach ball? It's a beach ball, and I'm 2 feet in front of you. I don't want that back over here. I don't want that. Do I want him to stay? If if we can get another center to kind of compliment him, yeah. But if not, he can go. I'm not beholden to him. I only care about what we're going to do with Austin Reeves, trash ass, because I'm tired of seeing him blunder us in the playoffs. I want to see what they're going to do with LeBron, if he's going to come back, if he's going to fall back, whatever the case may be. And I want to see what we're going to do when it comes to the draft. What are we going to do when it comes to the draft? If we're going to draft, and we're going to draft at the time we're going to draft, and nobody gets Henri Veesaar, we should get Henri Veesaar. We need to get this dude. I'm so adamant about getting him. If we're not going to get him, I'm looking at a Taurus Reed, or I'm looking at an A-Day Mera. Those are the 3 guys that are top on my radar. Okay? Rim protecting center that can shoot the ball, shoot the 3 in particular, and that can get you some point. He can work well alongside Luka and can learn from Luka. And if LeBron comes back, he can learn from LeBron. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You know, possibilities are endless. So, I just want to touch on that. I wanted to introduce y'all to Henri Veesaar for those of you guys that didn't know who he was. Please go check out his highlights. Please go check out his games. And I'm not just talking about a highlight here and there, because if you take a bunch of games and piece them together, anybody will put out some good highlights. But check out every single game that he's played this season, the 31 games he played. There's only one game he had of the 31 games that was a single-digit game and 7 points he scored, but he didn't shoot the ball that much. I urge everybody to go look that up, really read into his scouting report, because I always tell people, highlights don't tell the full story. Like I say, I could put together a mixtape of me taking a shit, a compilation of me taking a shit. Some shit was diarrhea, some shit was hard shit, some shit was soft shit. And you'd be like, damn, Major, you got a whole variety of shits. Well, yeah, motherfucker, you would think. I put the motherfuckers together in a variety package. But scouting reports along with highlights tell the tale of the tape. Especially if you've been able to see the guy, like see his game live, or you've been able to see it without going to look up highlights. You've actually watched one of his games or whatever the case may be. Then you can stack what your eyes see up against the scouting reports scout. So if you're look for his weaknesses in his game. Okay, scouting report says that he's a weak side rim protector. He's a 3-point shooter, 43%. You look at his games, you see how he shoots the threes, where he shoots the threes. Did he catch and shoot big man? But how does he space the floor? You get to actually have the scouting report behind what your eyes see. So that's double whammy right there. So look into that, and you will see what I see, and you might agree this dude fits the Lakers scheme, plug and play right now. You don't have to wait for him to come along and develop. You could develop him on the fly. Wemby came in, automatically a hit. He started to develop. Wemby started developing on the fly, and he's gotten better and better thus far. Now, if we can get Henri Veesaar to do the same thing and get better and better on the fly, he might start off a 20 and 10 guy. But if we can get him to start off 20 and 10, 20 points, 10 rebounds, that's good. That's a base foundation. And then as the years go on, he might go up to 22, 23, 24. Next thing you know, he's one of these Sangoon guys. You know what I'm saying? Leading his team. Next thing you know, he might be a Jokic type guy. Who knows? He already got the IQ, the passing IQ. He can shoot the ball better than any center that's out there now. So there you have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm convinced. I don't need much more convincing. If you guys need much more convincing, please go check out Henri Veesaar's highlights. All right. Now, I know there's not a lot of people viewing right now, not a lot of people up here, but I did put the show up here, and you can always go back and check it out on YouTube once it airs. You know what I'm saying? You can go check it out on YouTube once I finish it and post it up for YouTube playback. So please go ahead and check it out. I know my Lakers in 5 family are going to check it out. They don't even know that I'm live right now, a lot of them. Just Lewis, Joe, and H. Davis. But I'm going to go let everybody know that I was live. I went on a little early just to remind them to go over there and check out the show on Major Level Entertainment. You can check out this show and the other shows I've done in the past. Very, very entertaining shows. Sometimes I'm serious. Sometimes I'll be fucking around. Please go subscribe to Major Level Entertainment if you haven't already. Please come over here and subscribe. Like what you see. Go check out some of my other videos. I talk more than just about basketball and football. I talk about life. I talk about health. I talk about fitness. It just used my 5 decades of knowledge on this planet to try to put some entertainment out there to y'all, and then also give y'all a couple life lessons, and then also to just to help y'all learn something that y'all might not know or might have forgotten about. Just to remind y'all, you know what I'm saying, that life's, and you got to be able to move with it, man. And I'll show you how to move with it. All right. I appreciate and got love for all the people that support Major Level Entertainment. In closing, what I like to do. Y'all go y'all day. Y'all be safe. Be blessed out there. Everybody, on behalf of Major Level Entertainment, this is your boy Big Major of the Major Level Mafia. We are out to the next show. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip rip a track to shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way